Hello, my name's John, and thank you for checking out our video. This is our first ever session with the project. My name's John. This is kind of my brainchild. I am the game master, at least to begin with. The initial premise of this story is that the player characters are mysteriously transported from their lives on Earth to the Star Wars universe, where they realize that they are now characters in the Star Wars story. They find that they have skills and abilities that they didn't have on Earth that are basically replacing the skills and abilities that they did have, including their memories. And it's different strokes for different folks, so it affects people differently. And then we just go from there. Besides being the game master, I have a character called Hodge Syra, which is basically my name backwards when we dropped a letter or two, the usual Star Wars formula. And my character is a Rebel Fleet Trooper, and the character exists primarily to guide the player characters in their story. That said, I'm gonna go around the virtual round table here, so to speak, and pass it on to the player characters, who will take turns describing themselves as much as they're comfortable doing so in public forum, and then their character. All right, so Rev, would you want to kick us off?
I absolutely will. So my name is Revin, however you want to say it, from the East Coast. First time playing a Star Wars role-playing. Used to play D&D all the time, DM'd here and there. My character was a former Jedi Master, survived Order 66. He managed to get to a nice little familiar desert planet. He has an eye patch, so think Nick Fury. Got a nice purple lightsaber, got a little bit of a red lightsaber going on. If you haven't guessed who my character is, it is none other than Mace Windu. Around this time, I did the math on it, I'm like 75 or older, so he's going to be a little fragile, but still able to stick it to, you know, whoever gets in his way. And that is my character.
All right, thank you, Rev. So let's see, any volunteers to go next? Go ahead, Eric.
Hi, everyone. My name's Eric. This is also my first time doing a Star Wars role-playing game. Admittedly, I've only done D&D once before. It was fun. So I'm hoping that this is going to be on that same level of fun. My character is named Chordak. He is a Rodian, a tramp freighter captain, and I guess as far as Rodians go, he is an excessively large character. So it should be interesting to see how well I can make Chordak navigate the galaxy and dealing with the rogues gallery that's out there. So that's me.
If I may comment just one little thing, if the internet does like us right here, the fact that you're Chordak, that is a large Rodian, they're gonna start calling you Chunkdak. So I just wanted to throw that in there. I just thought about that.
And now that you said it, you know it's going to happen, right?
It's gonna happen.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go scrolling through all the comments, specifically looking for somebody who called me that.
The Chunkdak.
That's awesome.
Big chunk deck.
And the ironic thing is Chordak's not fat. He's
No.
just large.
No, but I mean the fact that he's a large boy and his name is Chordak, it's going to be Chunkdak.
But does he do the truffle shuffle?
All righty. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Eric. Okay, so our next volunteer, you know what? I'm going to quit interrupting you guys and I'll just have people just jump in when they're ready.
All right, well, I'll go next. My name is Jess, in this case, playing Lieutenant Jess, who is an X-Wing ace. She is a force sensitive. She was about 2 when Order 66 happened, so she hadn't yet gone to the Jedi Order. So she's grown up not quite knowing what these abilities are, thinking that she knows what they are, but has never been formally trained. And she has used her innate abilities quite well as a starfighter pilot. Just participating in the rebellion and shooting stuff down and mostly flying and loving life because that's what she likes to do.
All right. Well, I am Alex. I play Ensign Jacob, and a very still surprisingly child Imperial officer. And yeah, I thought the Death Star was a bad plan, but nobody ever listens to the child. So look what there it got us.
That's awesome. So thank you, Alex. Alex is basically an Imperial remnant child prodigy. How old is Ensign Jacob, Alex?
About 14 or so.
About 14 or so. That's cool. That's perfect. And then so in the background stories that I started out for Eric and Alex, who are Jessica's sons, I had them transported basically current day. So whatever age they are now, that's when they got transported. In contrast, the whatever mysterious force it was that transported Jessica chose to transport her when she was like somewhere between 21 and 23. So she didn't even, so from the timeline, she didn't even have her kids yet. So she's not going to recognize them when her character is in the Star Wars universe, should their paths actually cross. So just to point that out there. All right. So Richie, I think you're next.
Right, so I'm Richard, and I play Sir Cyrix. My experience with tabletop role playing is rather limited. This is my first time. This is my second time playing Star Wars D6, and I've only spent like maybe an hour, maybe 2 on Pathfinder, and so my character basically came to be in the universe 7 years ago. I was about to walk in and start my first day of work, and then suddenly I'm in a space hangar. I'm Alderaanian. All these new aspects of a new universe is coming to me little by little as I've lived it for, at this point, 27 years of life. 26, 27. That's a little foggy on that one. But I play a Rebel Fleet Trooper shortly after the fall of the Empire, along with Han Tano and Hodge Tyra.
Excellent. Great job. So I helped create Richard's character, and for his character, I basically asked myself, what would Rich be like if he was transported into the Star Wars universe? And I came up with this character who's, a rebel fleet trooper, which my character also is a rebel trooper. And I chose those characters for both of us because we both have costumes approved by the Rebel Legion as rebel troopers. So I figured, now, this is the costumes we have. Let's just go with it. So, right. And then, okay, thank you, Rich.
Welcome.
All right, and then so we have Marissa here, who I don't know what your experiences are with role-playing games. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Marissa, and then tell us about your character, what you know of it, and then we'll take it from there.
So I am, my name is Marisa, and I have very little to probably zero experience in role playing. Well, that's not true. I did play D&D once, so I have an idea, but it's just a little bit foggy. And I know that John was working with me on figuring out a character for this game, and I obviously am a Jedi who apparently time traveled, and now I'm trying to figure out how I met people. So I don't know anything else about who I am. I might have amnesia. I might not even know I'm a Jedi. I don't know. So yeah.
Yeah, so I have some plans for Marissa. I don't want to drop too many spoilers. I'll probably tell Marissa offline more what her character is about. I was tempted to ask Marissa to play two characters because from what I know of her, she's extremely talented. She's a great dancer. She's very competent with dancing. She can even teach it. And she has so many skills, and I hear that she has the healing touch as well. So for people who have knee injuries at Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah, that was fun. I hope I hope that he got better. I was checking in with him about that. So it seems like he's gotten much better now. So
we spoke with our friend Chris last night, and he mentioned that thanks to you, his knee's better.
Yay!
Not 100%, but
Yeah, no, it's not like I'm not Jesus. I just know a thing or two about a thing or two, and basically send him off to a doctor. So that's it. But yeah, I'm really excited to get to know what this is all about, and really be part of the community in this way, because I love working on just learning about this kind of imaginary type of playing. It just really really interests me, and I'm just excited to just be here, and I'm very grateful for this space. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you for allowing me in advance to traumatize you with my stories.
That's fine. I know what I'm getting into now, so I think I've prepared myself for it.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So I'd like to ask a couple questions of the general group so far. We've been chatting. What are you looking forward to in this activity, in your campaign? I mentioned how we may be splitting up the groups because we have so many people that are participating. So we have like a pool of people, and I think we have to separate them into two groups. So what would you be looking forward to? I'm gonna mute, and then I'll just have everyone just jump in.
I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing how everybody kind of interacts differently. That's one thing that I've always liked about role-playing games in general. You can see how people think about different situations and all that. So that's one thing I look forward most to see how, here's a given situation, how is everybody going to react to it in their own different way. I like that. So
I mean, I suppose I'm looking forward to really playing with the character and having the interactions between everybody else, and then obviously watching the story unfold from there. So having fun with it.
It's funny because the group that I think subconsciously labeled Dark Side Chaos, those are the two first people who spoke are from Dark Side Chaos. So the roster of Dark Side Chaos is a former Jedi Council master who used the dark side to survive. We have an oversized, roided out, muscle-bound Rhodian, who's also a Ferengi-like smuggler, if I read it correctly. And then we have an Imperial remnant, Wunderkind, who's this brilliant young teenager, but he's really hardcore about the remnant. I mean, about the Imperial cause. We have a Mandalorian is joining you guys, actually, and he's very mercenary. Probably more Boba Fett than Din Djarin.
Young Boba Fett or old Boba Fett? Because old Boba Fett seems a little sedentary.
Old Boba Fett's getting too old for this shit. That's why.
Yeah, it's Chris Horry. So
Yeah.
it's Chris Horry in a Mandalorian costume. So that's the best way to describe him.
Well, he's still spry.
He's the best character. Great.
What else? And then we have and then a bounty hunter. Ramon is a bounty hunter.
Cool.
Who I think may slightly hero worship the former Jedi Council master. Just a little bit. So that's going to be fun, I think. And then the other group is, a rebel pilot, a rebel hotshot, best blaster, Top Gun pilot, and with force sensitivities at minimum. And then 3 rebel troopers, and one of those groups is going to run into a Jedi from the Old Republic. So we'll see what happens.
Well, that's interesting.
Well, having played with you before, I enjoy the storytelling aspect of when we get going and just the strange directions that we manage to take this.
I love that.
How about
Fun.
you, Alex? What are you looking forward to in this activity?
Having the legitimate ability to call turbo laser strikes on my mother.
Alrighty then.
Oh, it's a good thing you're going to camp soon.
Here kind of
Wow.
going a little vintage Stewie Griffin on us.
Hey, I didn't know that the rebellion had work camps for prisoners.
And then I'm trying to recruit Alex's dad, who's going to play an Ewok.
Murder bear.
Yes, yes, there's an Ewok.
I imagine
Loving
that
all of
Ewok-
this. This is just amazing, by the way. I'm just like, I could see it's already kind of starting and no one has started playing yet. Like,
So
And then
isn't
we have
Ewok
Lizzie,
more like Rocket Raccoon?
the crossover.
It depends on how he plays it. It's almost more like Groot because he never says anything except in Ewokese, and I'm not fluent in Ewokese, so we just sort of make it up.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Wow, that was a really good impression.
Thank you.
You should see his Jack Sparrow.
Oh God.
I was gonna ask if Eric would mind cosplaying as Jack Sparrow on one of our sessions. and I'll make it appropriate.
Uh,
We're crossing over universes.
I mean, I think I've still got the stuff somewhere around here. I don't know about the house.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that is really good.
Thank you.
Quick, someone play Amber Heard and lie. Sorry, I had to just
You
throw
said
that
quick,
in.
somebody play Amber Heard, and I was
Oh.
about to raise my hand
Yeah,
instead.
like, stop.
Oh,
Slapping around.
well, you could just
The name
pretend
that we
you
shall
cry
not
really
ever mention.
horribly.
I'm not sure I deserve that.
Oh my gosh, that's really good. That's really good. Oh, wow. Good
Not
job.
sure if we have the hat. Hold on.
Oh God, help me.
Uh-oh. Mom,
Well,
you're
Just
not-
when I was about to say, hey, you know what? On that note, we should end this recording. Then she stands up and does something. You know what? No, we're gonna have to keep recording now.
No, the hat's not where I thought it was. So it's somewhere in the house.
Anyway, so we were gonna have Lizzie join us, but unfortunately, one of her poor doggies had to go to doggy heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aw.
the
She's,
worst news ever, seeing that. Feels so bad.
Yeah. So if
Sweet doggy.
if this cut gets aired, shout out to Lizzie. Our thoughts are with you.
Loving you.
You know, she's waiting for you on the other side of the Rainbow Bridge, Lizzie.
Isn't the Rainbow Bridge? Isn't that where you find the pot of gold?
No.
And your dog on the other side. Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
good thing about
Dogs,
love-
animals cross the Rainbow Bridge when they pass.
Right.
So do they go to Asgard?
That was my next question. Is it
Sure.
Well, the puppy is not suffering, so it's good.
All dogs go to Asgard.
Sure.
Yes. Yes, guardian.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, if you want to equate cats to Loki, they do too.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna stop recording this session then. And. Mhm.